G'day everyone, welcome to the Japanese Whiskey Review. I'm Brian, continuing our series of best Japanese whiskies. This in the Chichibu Hanyu Kawasaki family of whiskies. All whiskies in this list rated 90 out of 100 or better. Full list of Chichibu Hanyu Kawasaki that are gold medal winners, 90 out of 100 or better in the description. There's plenty I tasted at the distillery. I didn't get time to do tasting notes that are on that list as well, so some extras there. So let's do this one. Now this is the first bottle of Ichiro's Malt, Hanyu, whatever you want to call it. It was just called Ichiro's Malt, the game back then. But it's a Hanyu. So of the cask that Ichiro-san, Ichiro Kudo, saved from his family's whiskey making endeavours back in the day after they went bankrupt, and the company that bought out the site, the distillery, was going to reconstitute them back into something else, which you can do, just take another spirit, run it back through and do something else out of it. Anyway, he salvaged casks, and this is one of them. So this is definitely a Hanyu, and the first one I ever bought, and I paid maybe 80 bucks for this US or something like that. Heaven knows what they cost now. All-time favourite, and I've still saved a sample for down the track for myself. And this one, I think I mentioned it in another video. So, I bought a bunch of whiskies in Shinjuku, in Shinanoya, back in the day, which is a retailer. They do different spirits, but they also do like gourmet cheeses and hams and all that sort of stuff. A lot of imported stuff. But anyway, Shinanoya does whiskey. And back then, I saw this bottle sitting on the shelf back in 2009. And I had no idea what it was. I just, I'd read a little bit, so I knew a bit about Centauri, and I knew a little bit about Nika, and I bought a few whiskies along that, but this was sitting on the shelf. And I just ignored it. And 6 months later, I went back again, or thereabouts, and there it was, collecting dust at that price. If I had the money, you'd go back and buy a case of the stuff. But wasn't to be. But mind was blown. Okay, so again, Ichiro's Malt the game, 9-year-old, 2000, so the final vintage of Hanyu, 61.2 ABV, and let's go. Nose, a massive bowl of stone fruits mixed with oak, bran and malt. Stone fruits, a theme in Hanyu whiskies. Apricots, peaches, nectarines. There is a bittersweet element with the emphasis on the sweet. Caramel, vanilla, popcorn, and some floral notes I often find in Ichiro's malts. Okay, after a while those floral notes become more prominent. Kampai. Palate, gristy, I guess that was the mouthfeel. Fruity, oaky, malty and spicy. And if you think about it, it's a 9-year-old whiskey. So back then, if you're in a Scotches and that, you're kind of always thinking that, you get up to at least 12 years before they felt mature, resolved. Not so much with Japanese whiskey. Anyway, fruity, oaky, malty and spicy, chocolate and marmalade. Water brings the spicy tanginess to the fore. Just fantastic. Yeah, it's incredible whiskey, especially for the age. Finish, long, warming, oaky, spicy, floral and fruity. So a lot of balance, a lot going on with this whiskey. Last word. This is another fine young Ichiro's Malt. It is complex, powerful and balanced. So I'm not sure when I did the notes, but maybe I tasted some other ones before I did these notes as well. A firm favourite of mine, very moorish, but it is not easy to find. I tipple sparingly. Yeah, again, 2020 hindsight, I would have got half a dozen bottles of this sort of stuff. But then you've got to bring them back from Japan anyway. So we have like a limit of 2.25 litres per person to bring back to Australia duty free. And I go with my partner, and she can only bring back the 2.25. So we get about 6.5 bottles before we have to pay duty. Or you can run the gauntlet and hope they don't pick it up, but we still only got so much baggage. But yeah, incredible whiskey, mind blown. And another one when I was back in the day thinking, is Japanese whiskey the real deal? Yeah, the real deal. Anyway, thanks for watching. Probably going to be another Chichibu Hanyu Kawasaki coming up next. Bye for now.